A few days later, Nicole, Maggie's daughter, and Kelly's younger cousin reached out to Kelly. "Hey Kelly, I'm sorry. I know this isn't my place and I shouldn't be getting involved, but can you please explain what the He 11 is going on? My mom has been telling me things here and there, but it has been very sporadic and doesn't make any sense. She told me you're suing her for everything she owns and everything we have. She keeps screaming that we will be homeless and that it's all your fault. I just don't understand why you would do something like that. I know you and my mom don't get along, but this is affecting me too." Hi Nicole, I'm so sorry your mom has been saying those things to you. I don't know exactly what she has or hasn't told you, but I think you need to ask her to read the actual complaint she received. I want you to read it and see for yourself exactly what it says. See for yourself what the truth is. I can tell you, but I think it's better if you saw for yourself. Please understand that I am not suing her, but your mom made some bad decisions and pissed someone off. I understand and I appreciate you telling me that. I'm just so stressed out and confused. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, I asked her if I could see the actually paper she got and she screamed at me again. She told me it's none of my business and I should get lost because I can't help and I'm useless. I can't do this anymore. Nicole, that's not okay. She shouldn't be talking to you like that. Do you have the letter? Is there any way you can show me what it says? I just want to know the truth, please. Kelly sends her a picture of the complaint. I'm showing this to you because apparently she won't. I think you should know what's going on. Well, I can't believe this. Everything she told me is a lie. None of this makes any sense with what she told me. Kelly, I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, don't apologize. But Nicole, if she is being nasty towards you, that's not okay. Was it just that one time that she spoke to you like that? No, this has been going on a while. She has been so awful to me. I don't even know who she is anymore. She has never physically hurt me, but I'm so emotionally drained. She's always yelling at me and putting me down. And now with this whole lawsuit, she's been a complete monster. And now I'm finding out she has been lying to me this whole time. I don't even know what to do anymore. We need to get you out of there. You're old enough where you can decide where to live. You don't have to stay there. I know, and believe me, it has crossed my mind so many times since I turned 18. But she has also been terrified that I would leave her once I did turn 18. She used to make comments about it all the time, so I felt guilty for the longest time, but I know that I can't stay here anymore. Good, the sooner the better. You don't want to get mixed up in all of the stuff she is doing, and you don't want her to try and involve you. I know. The only problem is I have nowhere else to go. It's not like I can just up and buy my own place, especially with all these college courses. I don't know how people do this. I'm so sorry, Nicole. I'll help you figure something out. Does anyone else on the family know what's going on? Your parents have actually seen someone this firsthand, and even though stopped coming around here now too, they haven't even seen the worst of it. But I could tell how helpless your mom felt. She apologized to me so many times. I think she wanted to help more too, but I kept playing it off because it was protecting my mom, but I'm done doing that. I wish I could stay with them, but I don't even know if that's an option. And I don't want to put your mom in that position. No, it's okay. My mom knows about all the lawsuit stuff. Her and my dad both told me they support me in helping too. I think they're over her bullshit and I'm sure they will want to help you. Wait, really? Seriously? Hold on. I don't want to assume anything or get your hopes up. Let me call you back in like a half hour, okay? Oh gosh, okay. Kelly calls her mom and tells her the entire conversation she just had with Nicole. Her mom felt awful because she felt something was going on and didn't push the subject with Nicole. Her parents, without hesitation, called Nicole themselves and invited her to come live with them while she is in college and for the foreseeable future. They offered to help move her stuff out of her mom's house too. Over the next week, they decided it would be best for Nicole to slowly move her stuff out and into Kelly's parents' house. By the end of the week, all of her stuff was moved. She did it quietly so that Maggie wouldn't notice or question it. Maggie was so focused on the lawyer stuff she was pretty distracted already and didn't notice. Nicole finally broke the news to Maggie after she moved almost all of her stuff out. Maggie did not take it well at all, but there was nothing she could do. She originally threatened to keep all of Nicole's belongings and told her she isn't bringing any of it with her. She tried to lock her out of her bedroom, and that's when she noticed all of her things were already gone. When Nicole told her where she would be staying, Maggie flipped out even more. A couple weeks after Nicole moved in with Kelly's parents. Hey, Kelly. Hey, hun, how are you doing? I hope you're good and settled now. It has been so nice living with your parents. I finally feel like I have some peace and quiet. I can actually focus on my classes too, and I am starting to do better. Plus, your parents have been so supportive throughout all of this. That's awesome. I'm so glad everything is working out. But I do have to tell you some stuff that has been going on. And I'm also worried that your parents are super stressed out and it's all my fault. What do you mean? What's going on? And please don't say that. None of this is your fault. Well, now that they involved themselves and am staying with them, they're getting the brunt of my mom's wrath. She has not stopped harassing them. She told your mom they are no longer family because a real sister would never steal her daughter from her. She is saying she betrayed her and lied to her because she helped me move my stuff out. She told her that she should have told her that I was moving out. Wow, that's nuts. They didn't mention any of that to me. I actually overheard them talking about it. They decided not to say anything to you yet because they didn't want to stress you out. They said you have dealt with enough of her bullshit and that you have enough on your plate as is. I can understand that, but I'm okay. I'd rather know what's going on. Oh, and she threatened to sue me and them. What on earth could she possibly sue you for? She said she was going to sue me for robbing her. Robbing her? What? She says she paid for all of my things that I moved out. And since I didn't ask her or tell her beforehand, she says that is considered robbing. But those are all your things that she gave you. Well, she claims she has a good attorney and that he told her otherwise. She said he also advised her to sue your parents for kidnapping. You're over 18, you're considered an adult. She kept screaming that I was brainwashed by all of you and that you guys are all liars. That's interesting, though, that she says she has an attorney. She lied about having one before. Did she say a name? Yeah, actually, I wrote it down. She said it was someone named Mr. Real Attorney. What? That's not her attorney. That's the attorney that she impersonated and is now being sued by. Wow, are you serious? I wonder if your parents know that. I don't remember if I told them his name. If I did, they probably don't remember. I'll let them know. So did you ask her why she lied to you? I told her that I saw the real court papers, and then I knew the truth. She said that the papers I saw were probably fake and were made to brainwash me. She really needs help, Nicole. This isn't good at all. I know. I just don't think there's much we can do. Kelly called Mr. Real Attorney and filled him in on everything. So this conversation between Maggie and her daughter happened over the phone. Yes, that's what Nicole told me. So unfortunately, there's not really much we can do about that, and with it only being something she said and there not being any legal type of recording of it. It's basically just hearsay, and the courts won't really care or listen to that. And what about everything she said about suing them? Does she have any legal grounds to actually sue any of them? No, since her daughter is over the age of 18, there really are no legal grounds for suing your parents on any minor kidnapping charges. And what about the threat to sue her for her belongings? Honestly, unless if she filed a police report and said she got robbed or has receipts for all of those things and can prove that they were stolen and not just items taken out of a home that belonged to her daughter, then there's really nothing she can do. Okay, that's good to know. I'm sure that will give them some peace of mind with everything going on. Did she actually send them any type of letters like she did to you? No, she just made a bunch of empty threats. Okay, just let me know if she does. I have not heard from her yet, and I have not had any type of calls from any attorneys regarding the complaint yet either. She has about 5 days left to answer it. What happens if she doesn't respond to it? If she doesn't respond to the complaint in time, I can then file something called a default judgment. For lack of better terms, this just means that she defaults to a guilty plea since she didn't try to defend herself. Once I file that, the court will look it over and I will be awarded what I am asking for. Sometimes, depending on the judge, they might alter it a bit. At that point, she will be required to comply with what the judge orders, including any money she will be ordered to pay me. If she ignores those orders, that can then lead to her wages or bank accounts being garnished. But it all depends on the judge. I wonder if she thinks it'll just go away if she ignores it. We will see, but I don't want to assume anything or jump ahead of ourselves. She still has some time. Maggie waited until the last possible second to answer the complaint, but she did respond, and it appears that she did have an attorney answer it for her. Mr. Real Attorney did not recognize the attorney's name, and he is familiar with many of the attorneys in the area. An initial hearing was set for the court date. Kelly was told she didn't have to attend, but she could if she wanted to. She decided to go. The hearing. We are here on the matter of Mr. Real Attorney versus Maggie, looking over the complaint. You are suing for false impersonation and damages in the amount of $10,000 plus court fees. Is this correct? Yes, Your Honor. And I understand you are requesting to represent yourself. Yes, Your Honor. The defendant was impersonating me. I'm an attorney myself, so I am requesting to represent myself. Very well. I have worked with you several times in the past. I think as an attorney you should know that that means, so I will be granted pro se. Is the defendant, Maggie, present? Yes, Your Honor. My client is here. I will be her representation. And you are Mr. Ghost? No, Your Honor. I'm Mr. Ono. Okay, Maggie, is this your new attorney? This isn't the same attorney who submitted the complaint. Yep, he is. Very well. Your Honor, before we begin, I'd like to request a continuation. For what reason? I was brought into this case 2 days ago by my client. The original attorney that filed the response to the complaint apparently disappeared in her and stopped responding to her. He left her high and dry without any notice. So I am requesting a month's continuance. Why did the other attorney drop out? As I mentioned, he ghosted my client, so we have no idea. She said he just stopped responding a few days before court and his number goes straight to voicemail. Let me see if I can see anything filed. There is a procedure attorneys should follow. It looks like there is something filed from the previous attorney. He filed his recusal to this case due to a conflict of interest. This was filed over 2 months ago. I won't get into the reasons he stated, but he filed this with plenty of time for the defendant to hire a new attorney. Seems she chose to wait until the last minute to hire you. Your Honor, she had no way of knowing this since he didn't notify her. It seems efforts were made. Continuance is denied. Your Honor, I have no choice but to be excused from this case, as well as I do not believe I can represent my client fairly. Please explain in greater detail. She hired me less than 48 hours ago and has given me little to no information on this case. She also insisted that the judge White grant her continuance because of her situation with her previous adder. Nay. I assumed she might have spoken to the other attorney and an agreement was made.